So many things have happened this past weekend, and we definitely got to discuss. But we're here to unbox the Jordan 4 Red Cements. Let's get into it. YouTube, what's going on, everybody? It's Louis of the Wear Your Kicks channel, and welcome back to another unboxing I have here after a crazy but somewhat disappointing weekend that was the sneakers app and the start of the NFL season, guys. But before we get into anything else, please smash that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscriber button, click that notification bell, do all those great things so you can be notified every time I drop one of these videos. Real quick special shout out to my Philadelphia Eagles that went up there to Gillette Stadium and took home the dub from the New England Patriots. But I got to give a special shout out to the Miami Dolphins that went into Los Angeles and got that dub over the Chargers. I mean, to me, that's got to be game of the week. I mean, it was back and forth. The offense was going crazy. You knew it was going to come down to some type of defensive play from one of those teams because both quarterbacks were chugging it, guys. And if you like some of this football talk, let me know in the comments. I'd definitely be happy to discuss some of this football talk with you, plus these sneakers. But man, we got to talk about Sneakers Day because what a flop that was. I mean, listen, Nike, you've got Lost and Found sitting in the chamber. You got Jarrito Dunk sitting in the chamber. You got SB sitting in the chamber. That you, even if you put out maybe 100 pairs of each, which, listen, you were going to get complaints no matter what it is you did. But at least there would have been a small chance to some of the upper echelon level hype shoes out there that people are still missing out on and are waiting for another opportunity to try to cop. The best thing you gave us was the St. John's Dunks. I mean, that shoe's not even on really anyone's radar. And just listen, Sneakers Day was a day to where we thought, hey, it was going to be really special, and it wasn't. It was like, what is going on? No one really knew much of anything. Yeah, you had that schedule out there as far as what shoe was dropping when, and then on the sneakers app, you give this tutorial basically of what sneakers cam is, with sneaker stashes, like all these things. But a lot of people consider it to be a flop. I mean, hey, don't shoot the messenger. Listen to the people. They'll let you know exactly what they thought about Sneakers Day. But in any case, we got to move on because we are here to unbox these guys. Let's get into it. All right, we got the Jordan 4 Flight Box here, guys. And the label reads Air Jordan 4 Retro, white, fire red, black. And shout out to my guys over at the Finish Line for holding it down with giving me a quality pair. But here we are, guys. Ooh. The Jordan 4 Red Cements. And listen, I don't have fire red 4s. If I did, more than likely, these were going to be a pass for me. But interesting thing that I saw from another YouTuber, Unbreakable Kicks, he pointed out that I didn't notice before. So I'll give a special shout out to him, even though more than likely he probably won't even see this video. But he did point out the fact that everywhere you see black on this shoe was red on the fire red 4s, and everywhere you see red on this shoe is black on the fire red 4s. And I'll put a picture right here. I mean, listen, even down to the sock liner, we got an all black sock liner here on the Jordan 4 Red Cements, but on the fire red 4s, it's a red sock liner. So honestly, that whole reverse fire red 4, it could have worked, possibly. It doesn't sound the most ear-catching type of name for it, but it would have worked if they didn't do all the little black speckling in here and call it red cement. In any case, moving on from that, we do have all white leather all the way around, and there is some tumbling all around here. I have to say, I mean, my pair in particular was definitely of quality, but it's always good to check the shoes out, guys, before you walk with them out of the store. Now, for those of you who got them coming in the mail, I hope your pair is of high quality and you don't have any issues with them. You know, in the past, sometimes we've gotten kicks that people were after and there were a whole bunch of issues, and yeah, it is what it is. In any case, you do see that red cement there all the way around on the wing straps there, on the back tab. You do see it here on the midsole, guys, and then flipping around to the outsole, you do got some gray, some white, some black. some red in there. And I mean, listen, to me, like I said, I don't have fire red 4s. So these here were definitely going to be the next best thing. And I'd rather pay retail for these than resale on some fire red 4s. I mean, look, I was tempted to buy a used pair of fire red 4s for about $250, and I passed on them. They look really good, but I was just like, man, I don't know. I didn't want them. And at the time, I don't even know if I knew that these were even going to come out. I may have, and that might have been some of the reason why I passed on them. But, you know, initially when I saw pictures of these, I thought there was something wrong with them, as a lot of people thought as well. I mean, listen, the red here, like seeing them in person and having them in hand, like I said in the previous video where I was able to hit that youth pair on the shock drop, I thought initially the picture showed this to be somewhat of like an orange almost. So when I got them in hand and the fact that I saw they were nice and red, plus by that time we did actually get a lot better pictures of the shoe. So I was like, okay, yeah, the red is going to look a little better. But I also showed in that video how this red is actually a tiny bit a shade off from like the fire red 3s. I'm not going to get into that comparison all over again. You can go and check that video out if you want to. But these here, listen, I mean, it's interesting that you may be able to walk into your local sneaker store. You may, depending on where you live, and actually see some of these sitting on the shelf. I mean, who would have thought seeing Jordan 4 sitting on the shelf? Now, this is probably going to be a rare sight considering where the sneaker market is today, but there was a time where like the Black Cat 4s, I know you've heard it so many times, Black Cats were sitting on the shelf. Black Cats were in the outlets and stuff like that. Guess what? It's true. So it's interesting though that a red, a white, and a black Jordan, especially one of the top Jordan silhouettes, this being, you know, now kind of the creme de la creme with considering where the sneaker market is, the fact that this is sitting, hey, I can't call it anymore. People want to say, oh, it's the market, oh, it's the recession. I just think, honestly, it's whether or not people really are feeling the shoe. Because like I said, if you got Jordan 4 Fire Reds, do you actually need these? No, you really don't. And if I had them, it's probably more than likely would have been a pass for me. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. Did you pick up the shoe? Did you pass? Do you think these will go on sale? No, that's not going to happen, guys. It's still a Jordan 4, whether you really like it or not. These ain't going to end up on sale. Maybe the youth pair, just maybe. In any case, this is Louis of the Wear Your Kicks channel, reminding you to be true, stay in the moment, and don't forget, every day's a great day to wear your kicks.